Hello, and welcome back to BG3, the friendly Necromancer. And we left off defeating some skeletons that I accidentally woke up. So, let's go ahead and leave. I won't touch any more of these caskets, because I don't know if they have any skeletons in them. Nice. I am over encumbered. What we'll do is we'll put all these items into Carla. Enough to where I'm not encumbered. Which means we need to sell again. Well, I almost looted that. That could have been bad. Ooh. Mike Reed almost took a hold of me. Just got myself more inventory space and I'm already beating it all up again.
Speak your name.
A magic mirror. You've read all about them, but never seen one up close before.
I know my master's face. You are not Ilintoth. If you are his ally, step forward and declare it. Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
You recognize the name, of course. Anyone that knows of the Red Wizards would. Zastam is a powerful lich that rules the land of Thay. He drove many Red Wizards out of their ancestral home.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment?
Read that book. It's number 1.
Acceptable, finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be? You seek to survive. You seek power. Be welcome.
Hey, because we're going. We're going.
A well-guarded laboratory. What were they hiding down here?
really like how this mod with the more Necromancer spells actually hasn't implemented into the world. So it's not like I'd have to cheat to be able to have the abilities. There's no notice of the boy over there. Let's see if I can do any more alchemy. Not sure if I don't want those. Help me get better. Yep, I got home. Well, that's nice. So I can tell that looks like a pressure plate. And we start.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Let's go.
Watch your back.
For the safe place. Yep, disable it. Okay. Now this.
Let's crack it open.
You can open that. Seems to look cool. Let's see if we can do something with this. I think we should kill it. Yeah, we did. He's not even happy right now from drinking blood, so that's pretty cool.
Can't give up now.
Should we just pick up the book now?
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
Please don't open the creepy book.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
Necromancy of Fae. Not even one of those. And that'll help me since I don't have armor. I don't think that cuts the armor, does it? Are you sure? I did not need to. I wanted to read it. Yeah, why does it keep Mhm. Think oh, there. I thought I had one where it would send to my camp when I'm done with it. I didn't see this earlier. Oh, I could have probably just opened the gate for us. Goodness. It's alright. We gained. Alright, so we have a fast travel here, so let's go ahead and trade real quick. Over to the Emerald Grove. I think this time though, we'll trade with the blacksmith. I've already dumped a lot of stuff on him, and I don't think. Let's check real quick. I don't think he resets.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember,
I see he's overloaded.
you're not the
with
only
stuff
one
that he
in
needs.
need.
So let's not. I have a corpse grenade that I could probably learn. Yeah.
Sylva. How fares the search?
Sorry, buddy, but search has not made any progress. I want that shield for Shadowheart. What kind of armor does Karlach wear? He's wearing clothing. I'm not entirely sure. We'll worry about that later. Grab the stuff that I threw on him. Just trade. That way I can make some profit. I do have this katana, but not entirely sure what my plan is really yet.
Have to keep going.
Yeah, I should probably go. Because I have no level 2 spell slots, so.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Will, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his barb.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Kill me? I wouldn't recommend it.
I die, and Will turns to a lemure and gets sucked right down to the hells.
Which reminds me.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget,
Our pact still stands.
ta-ta.
Poor guy. Might as well go talk to him.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but Not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Don't get me wrong. You are dreadful for someone under a double contract. But I do feel bad for you.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, hmm? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. What? No rest for the dashing? Pish posh. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No, it cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I'll spare you the finer details, but it begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. You have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
Yes.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
There you are. I was just thinking about you, and that delicious moment we shared the other night. The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Alas. It doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like? Oh, well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be? A fine choice. She is enticing. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into. There's nothing that tasty lurking out in the woods, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
And that's all the talking, I think. So we go ahead and do the long rest. And we're doing pretty good on resources at the camp, so that's good. Alrighty. So now recamp. Okay, we're gonna fast travel to the village.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable. dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Let's not touch those webs or I'll end up as a meal.
See? This is my first time ever being down here. Oh, and we're already in the fight. It was bound to happen, though. That's good. That'll keep it moving too slow, I think. What's that? Did not expect to see whatever creature that is. Chief throw. Does have a crossbow. Nice.
Never a dull moment.
Let's finish this.
Oh wow. Oh, that's smoke from there. I think I can do this. It's off the turn. Oh goodness. Ooh, wait.
Talk to me.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Still don't have enough movement speed, even at the webs? Huh. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that happens.
Another fight. Let's go.
I missed both. That's a shame.
Can't afford to let up.
Oh, I did break. just try to jump behind us or something? Yeah, that was not smart on its end though, because that made it actually in our target range.
Come on, Cole. Show him what you are.
Nice.
Survival is all that matters.
I can't. Oh, they see. Sorry, did not see. But now we don't have to worry about ranged attacks. And since we're not in webbed, they don't get to do multi-attack on us. Oh, a lot of damage. He's unconscious, wow. Oh, they can web us too. That's alright.
So much for peace.
I wonder if wet actually hurts her.
Can't give up.
Yeah, there is. Nice. Give a free food. You. Oh, I can't do it to your food. No, I can't. Come on. I do not know how he got so hurt. Both of those switches. Oh, okay.
That took the edge off.
Another support, right? Okay. Big goblin child. Dang. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna save. I don't know what happened if oh no. Alright, before we get into this fight, run back. Find that little torch.
No time to
That'll
dally.
help. But she doesn't have any spell slots. But I do have that spell scroll, don't I? It's where I had one for summoning. No. Nice.
Well,
Hello. Curious. Take over Astarion. It's Astarion. Just because if we're gonna fight that big old spider,
at least things have stayed interesting.
We'll save. And we should have 20. No. 12. Miniature skeletons. In theory, that should be enough to fight this guy. Yeah, it might have an advantage, but we'll try to lure it. For instance, man, that's what I should have done. Should have destroyed the web so it had no choice but to come to us. It's alright. Oh, I'm so excited about the little skeletons. Really wish he wouldn't have gotten on there. But I want to fireball that and make it fall. That way it can only be right next to us or all the way in front of us. At least got rid of the acid or poison or whatever that was. Please. Both of these? They probably both have to be both. That's a shame.
Let's have some fun. Be quick.
Gods, it's hot in here. Poor fucker.
They all use their attacks on that one skeleton. Oh man. Yeah. At least the skeletons are making for good bait. And they're immune to the poison, so that's good. Spiders aren't really prepared to fight the undead. Alrighty though, we're gonna have to call it there for today's episode. So we'll save right here. And we'll start right back up in this fight, right where we left off. So thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.